Hello everyone and welcome to this time lapse. We've got some plums. I took the reference photograph myself. I actually used two different references that I had taken from a little still life setup I'd set up here in my studio, and I combined them. So that's why you can see I've got half a plum there. So working on the pastel matte paper here in the dark grey color. The size is 17 centimeters squared. And I'm starting off with the really dark purples and dark maroony colors from the Terry Ludwig Intense Darks 2 set. Which, when it comes to painting things like aubergines, grapes, plums, I don't know how you do it without the scent. It is just so helpful. Yeah, so I can't recommend them enough. It's annoying, they're really expensive. But if you can buy them in open stock, if you live in the States, that's amazing. But over here in the UK, they only sell them in sets, which is really annoying. So you have to buy 30 colors, even though you may only use 10 of them, and spend over £200. But anyway, some of those colors for, like I said, some of these fruit is just invaluable. So for the bloom of the fruit, so that purpley grey you can see on the skin, I use my good old grey 7 from Unison. It's the perfect color for bloom because it's a greyed down purple. It's really a stunning color. And then I'll come back over with some grey 10, which again is also greyed down, but it's more like a greyed down blue violet. And that's great for the lighter parts of the bloom. Then for those real popping reddy colors, I use Sennelier. Sennelier are amazing if you want pops of like vibrant color. Like you can't go wrong. They just do the most incredible saturated high chroma color. So usually I always start with the background and I work my way to the foreground, but you will see me in this piece go back and change the background. Once I'd finished everything, I'd finished the plums in the foreground, there was too much contrast between the background and the table, and so I changed up, but you'll see that towards the end. So I added in this little pip myself because in the reference photograph, I didn't actually have the pip. I don't know why I didn't use the half fruit with the pip in because it makes it kind of interesting. So I was kind of making the pip up a little bit as I went, and I just added in my darks, my midtones, and my lights to try and make that pip come alive and look more 3D. So I actually struggled a bit with this section. It was really quite tricky to find those exact colors because they were just so like pinky, reddy, purpley in this open plum. And so I had to build up using pinks, reds, and some pale purples. Would say I'm not 100% happy with the way it turned out, but that's okay. I'm happy. I worked on it as best I could to get it to a place that I was like, yeah, okay, that will do. But also adding lots of oranges because you can really see orange in certain parts. But that was really tricky, really tricky. So here you can see me putting in the table using some Blue Earth pastels. I used those because they fill the tooth of the paper quite quickly, and that's what I wanted. I'd spent so much time on the plums. I was like, okay, come on, we need to get finished now. So I used my Blue Earth to build up that table, but you'll see me, oh my gosh, I keep going in with the table. Then I'm spraying some fixative because as I said, I wanted to fill the tooth of the paper. I filled it up a bit too much. Everything was looking a little bit too smooth. I needed to add in some extra colors in there. So I just sprayed with some Spectrafix. Here I'm mapping in edges, just getting those edges nice and crisper. Adding in a light, but you can see now the contrast. I mean, it's not so bad looking at it now. It's funny how you change your opinion, but I did feel like I just needed to soften the edge. We've got too much of an edge in the back from the table to the wall, and I just felt like it was distracting. So you'll see me in a minute change that. And putting in some more yellowy browns, some pale yellowy tanny sorts of colors, as I said, just and also softening that edge. You can see I just rubbed the two colors, the table color and the background together, just to soften it off. I just felt like it was a little just too stark. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. This is just a short one today, but do join me next time. Bye for now.